many times are we gonna restart this shit?
Why hello
I
there,
don't
this is
want
Jeff the Whatifer, and today me and Yobi are gonna do what if Issei was Jack the Ripper's reincarnation part 1. The fucking first of all, the video that we made fucking got corrupted, and the second, the live stream got cut short, and now we're gonna do it again. It's torture.
and our misery.
Yes, so Yobi, you can begin again.
Okay, so where we start this right now? We are in the endings of the Ragnarok tournament, which every single character that had fought, unfortunately including Poseidon, gets revived because how many fucking gods related to death are there? And resurrection and blah 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 blah. Let's be honest, there's way too many if you take a look at the religion.
Yes. So yeah. So now we see after the tournament, Jack the Ripper was approaching Brunhilde, as you could take it over from here.
Jack says like this, Miss Bromhild, if you don't mind, I am kinda curious to ask, well, the gods, a question. And, well, if you don't mind, could you please put a barrier around, well, us? Because we both know how, well, aggressive certain gods can be if they're pushed the wrong buttons.
Mm-hmm. Did you know she's like, alright then, I'll create you a barrier. Did you know she went and created a barrier around the 13 human competitors of the tournament? As then they walked towards the arena, or in the middle of the arena. As you
Which
could take it over.
then Jack would just pick the fucking microphone that Heimdall has, and then he's like, "Is this thing on?" Just he's touching it, like testing, testing, testing.
Mm-hmm.
Is this thing on?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So after that, I would say that Jack would be like, "Oh, good, everyone can hear me." Thing we are aware in history about Kronos, Zeus, and all the other gods. It's stated that Kronos wanted to kill his children because he considered them a threat or that he considered them too dangerous to keep alive, as far as the history books say of the past. So,
Which, yeah, you could
so
take it
Jack
over.
is like, so my question is, what do you feel about becoming your own father?
Don't you know Zeus is like, how dare you say that? I am not that tyrant.
The tyrant that wants to kill all their creations because they consider a threat.
Don't you know Zeus just fucking just is just cursing his beers like, go on.
Hmm. And well, this also raised one question. If it was supposed to be all humanity, what would happen to all the gods or well demigods that were born by humans?
Did you know Zeus would be like, they would be the Tucci, then he was wide eyed. He's like, I never thought of it that way.
Hmm. Well, does that mean that all the gods related to, well, that were born by humans would be also killed off?
Did you know Zeus would be like, technically yes.
Hmm. Just, I would say Jack looks at Hercules and like, seems you fight for the wrong side.
Did you know Hercules just what drops and he's like, hey, I think so.
Which then Jack would just, well, asking a question to Adam that is like, Father, you were supposed to be made in image of God, correct?
Did you know Adam's like, yes, that is true.
So, knowing how humanity, as well, the gods themselves said, it's turning ugly. Does that mean that the gods are also?
To which Adam went wide eyed. He's like, I never thought of it that way.
I mean, knowing that they are creators and made the first human, and the words that all of you said, the human that was made in the image of God. Does that mean that the gods are also getting, as you all of you said, ugly?
Did you know some of the goddesses and shit like that? They were getting angry. They were shouting like, "You don't call us ugly. Your women are ugly like that," and blah blah blah. Okay,
And
and yeah, and some of the guys were like saying, "If the gods are ugly, then why is Aphrodite one of the prettiest women in the universe?"
and I would say that Jax is I don't see interest in a whore.
Did you know Aphrodite got a tick mark and is getting angry? Did you know there were gasps in the crowd as they're like, "What?" He called Aphrodite a whore. Like they were murmuring and whispering among each other, and Zeus was laughing his ass off.
Which Jack says like this. I mean, exposing your body all the time. There's not much of a goddess. That's more of a whore job.
Did you know Aphrodite was about to kill one of the people that were holding her bazongas?
Yeah, which Jack just says like this. Honestly, I would rather a woman that has more brains than body because they rely too much on their appearance for their own benefit. Which it is quite sad knowing how much, well, everyone here said she is supposed to be the most beautiful goddess.
Mm-hmm.
What's everyone's reaction?
They are like wide-eyed and they're now shouting and screaming. They're like, "Don't you dare say that about Aphrodite," and like that.
Mm, are you angry because she's offended or because you all know it's true?
Did you know they all shut up? They're like, they all just shut up.
Which then's like, well, finally a little bit of silence from a bunch of wimps.
Did you know they were gritting their teeth because they know that they can't do anything because this man took out fucking Hercules.
So Jack says like this. Well, Jack gives his mind and says, so Zeus-sama, would you please tell the true reason of Ragnarok? Because we both know it wasn't because you wanted to kill humanity.
Did you know Zeus is like, I was just bored. I wanted to see some fighting, and I actually wanted the Ragnarok to finally start.
Just a moment of silence, and
As you
then
know,
all everyone's like,
yeah. Hello.
yeah, like everyone's like,
Yeah. Did you know Zeus is like tee, like while rubbing the back of his head.
what are well, the gods are actually hearing that.
They are like, you killed 13 of our strongest fighters just for your boredom, you damn old man.
And then he says the
Yes. Did you know Zeus then just fucking coughed and said, anyways, Jack the Ripper, I will give you a reward or a gift, as you may say in the human term, for competing or winning the tournament of Ragnarok, which is reincarnation, which is you get to live again, but you have to be reincarnated into different worlds.
which like everyone just look at each other, like all the humans from the humans are like, and I would say a lot of them are happy. And like if people don't know here, technically speaking, there are 13 combatants, but a certain someone changed sides.
Yes, it's
So
fucking
in
Buddha.
technicality,
It's
yeah,
fucking Buddha.
by technicality, humanity have 14 if you think about it.
Yes.
So now what happens is that when every single one of them are getting reincarnated, Zeus says like this. Oh, one more thing. All the Valkyries that were helping humans, since they technically betrayed us, they're gonna be stuck in the reincarnation with them.
Dude, like fucking Itchlock and some of the other ones, they're mad. Like they don't want to go, but they're forced to as a punishment for betraying them.
Yep.
As
So,
Jack the Ripper, he's like, well, I at least. Well, he asks, "Well, we do we get to keep our memories then?"
wait, Zeus says like this. Yes, but you are gonna just remember eventually, not now.
Like, not once you're immediately born.
It would be putting too much strain in a baby body after all.
Yes. Dude, Jack the Ripper just sighs. He's like, well, true. Dude, then Zeus, okay, is like, oh well, then off you go. Dude,
And
then
I would say, wait, I would say that before Jack leaves, like, one more thing, Aphrodite is way more beautiful than that whore. Just not Aphrodite. Sorry, he said Athena is way more beautiful than that whore, referring to Athena, to Aphrodite.
mm-hmm. Did you know Aphrodite was mad? She broke she broke two of the arms, as then she wanted to shout at Jack, but my man he just teleported away or got reincarnated already.
Would he just showing the middle finger just for that? Did he?
Mm-hmm. Dude, Shiva just is laughing his ass off, and he's like, "Yeah, you're kind of a whore. Not gonna lie."
I mean, literally, your chair is a bunch of statues that are holding your, well, you know.
Your buttocks and your bosoms.
Why are we so evil?
I do not know. So
We don't care either.
so yeah. So now we go on to Jack the Ripper. As he was born by Issei's mother and father from Canaan. To which
Very
now, once he's born, before he gets full of his memories, he has brown hair with highlights of white, with one white line, and also he has red eyes.
And well, at first, Issei's father thinks his mother cheated on him, but by, let's be honest, obvious reasons.
Yes.
Like,
Because
like,
Issei barely looks like what do you call it, his father. He only kind of resembles Mickey or his mother.
yeah, but the problem is when they do go to make genetical tests, yeah, Issei is that guy's son.
Yes,
So
but
the
but
guy
he doesn't
can't
believe
leave
it.
the son. Yeah, but either way, there's no physical proof that she, well, cheated on him to begin with.
Yes, but
So Issei's life, it's kinda good. Like everyone bullies him because of his weird eyes, but he seems not to care at all.
mm-hmm. And what
He,
do you call it? Mickey or his parents overwork him a lot, but he thinks it's either tough love or they're just preparing him for after he leaves their house at an early age.
yeah. But let's be honest, guys, we know the true reason why.
Yes. Tooch.
Unfortunately, if people don't know, if you didn't watch Records of Ragnarok, when Jack is a kid, he was ironically extremely innocent.
Yes. He was an innocent child, but then he was manipulated by Yobi.
Oh, fuck you.
Well, fuck you too.
No thanks, I'm not interested on you.
No, fuck you. I am not gay.
Okay, so like You can do what happens right now, because I already dealt with the past.
So Issei, alright, his life is how we said, and he's still childhood friends with Irina, because she's like one of the only people that, talks to him normally, instead of just bullies him. And,
Yeah,
they still go to the church, and they still are childhood friends, similar to Canon, but Issei doesn't become a pervert here, because why, he's too innocent. Then one day, we time skip till the age of 12, as we see
yeah,
that Issei was came back from middle school. Okay, he was running upstairs. He's like, "Okasa, Otosa, I'm back." To he got no response. As he's like, they might be busy or something, or they might be in the room, so they might not hear me. So he was running up the stairs. As he went to his room and threw his bag on the bed. As he forgot to get something from the other room. Uh,
yeah.
he he was waiting. He basically wanted to go to the other room to get something. As then he just went by, but the room, okay, it was across, like the his parents' room. As then once he was passing by, he heard an argument, and one of the arguments was about him. As he got
Yeah.
interested as he put his ear on the door. What if Jack wants to join? You wanna invite him?
Which one?
What if Jack? What if Jack?
Oh, when I called that guy, he never answers me.
Eh. Anyways, I'll call him. All right then. As then Issei kept his ear on the door. As his father and his mother, they were arguing. Because he found like some sort of a used condom in the trash can. Okay, but because let's just say Issa's father in this one has some sort of little memory loss. As he accused Issei's mother, or Mickey, of cheating on him. As he's like, we're done, that's it, this is the final straw. As that happened. Okay. uh Issei's mother was crying. She's like, "No, please, please don't leave me like that." But Issei's father was having none of it. As he went, marching at the door. As he went to slam the door open, like making the handle, okay, hit Issei's left eye.
Which
As
that would actually be almost of a trigger to slowly starts making his memories coming back.
Yes, and also what do you call it? Making his left eye, just
Blind.
that, yeah, it went black. He cannot see emotions from
No,
it anymore, or damaged.
no, the eye of Jack the Ripper, the one that is the damaged one, is completely white, almost silver.
Okay then. So yeah, to which Issei basically started getting up. Okay, while holding his left eye, as he started getting memories after that slammed his eye and damaged it. To which
Yeah,
you can take it
but
over from here.
Issei is not gonna, well, scream in pain or something like this, because he doesn't want to scare his mother or something like this. What he does now, right now, is just go to try to calm her down because she is resembling what his mother was like in the past,
Mm-hmm.
which, well, just showing the ugly colors of despair.
Of despair, and also of regret of having Issei. And she said that she hoped that Issei was never born, that she should have had an abortion.
Which that actually doesn't make Issei sad. Reasons why, he already heard that before. He
Mm-hmm.
already heard on his previous life about his mother saying that. So he just gives her a calm smile like, it's alright. I'm used to that. And
Did,
he just goes to his room.
did you know Issei's mother was, wide-eyed on what he said, and decided to leave him alone because she thinks that if she like pursues him even more, he will kill her because of that, look in his eye.
Yeah, which he, not gonna lie, he is still gonna be a killer, but he just feels bored of seeing human colors, if you know what I mean.
Yes.
Because after the fight with Hercules, well, human colors wouldn't be interesting anymore because he literally fought a god, and those were the most prettiest colors I ever saw.
Yes.
So trying to go after a human, it's more like boring.
Yes, and he doesn't feel the same thing after, fighting Hercules and seeing the emotions of Hercules.
Yeah, because, well, he just wants to know if he can find something as gorgeous as Hercules' emotions,
Yes.
which, if you know what we're talking about, just if you don't know what we're talking about, just go fucking read the manga, guys.
Yes. As you know, now we time skip to the first day of Koho for Koho Academy for Issei. As after that day, okay, he decided to stay homeschooled by his mother up until the first day is the what do you call it? The first day of high school in second year.
Which, when he unlocks all his memories completely, is we go to one day in his room, which he just picks up some weird gloves that were always with him. He doesn't remember since when he has them, but it's been a while. And he just says like this, "It's time to wake up, Miss H-Lock."
Did you know H Luck is like, so this is your life, huh? You were just an innocent child, then you got into it by your mother.
Which then he's like, it's fine. I'm used to it. You don't need to worry.
Did you know she sighs and she's like, alright then, Jack. To which then he puts on the gloves as he's like, well then, it's time to go to Co Academy. Did you know?
And then he's like, wait. She just like, before anything, wake up, you damn dragon!
Did you know Jack was confused as then the dragon was like, who dare awaken? Did you know? It was like, shut up! We don't want your dialogue.
Seriously, I didn't get sent to this world just to hear some dumbass doing some fucking monologue.
Did you know Drake is like, jeez, what's with her? Did you know Jack is like, she's always like that. To which then
You get
Drake
used
looked
to
at
it.
Jack and he's like, well, hello there, partner. I'm
And
Drake,
he's
the Red
like,
Dragon Emperor.
which I would say he would ask, oh, it's a pleasure to meet you, Mr. Drake. Well, my name in this life at least, it is Issei Hyudo, but my previous life, I was known as Jack the Ripper.
To which then, Drake is like, so you're the most mysterious killer in human history. Ah.
And, and then he's like, I'm quite pleasure to hear that even dragons heard about me.
Did you know Drake is like, well, you are kind of a mystery for all the underworld, though.
And then he's like, yes, I am quite curious to know if they're curious, so why am I not in hell?
Dude, Drake is like, yup. Actually, who is she? Like he's saying
Oh,
with the growl.
she's a Valkyrie.
Did you know Drake went wide is like, you mean the ones that can turn to weapons that can kill gods?
And she's like, yeah, pretty much.
Dude,
Just really casually saying that.
Dude, Drake is started to back away from fear from H Lock and he's like, I don't want her anywhere near me.
And then he's like, she looks at him and like, you better be scared of me, otherwise I'll make a new pair of boots.
Did you know Drake shivered in fear of what she will do? As then, Jack is like, so what's your powers, Mr. Drake?
Which then Drake would explain everything that the sacred gear that when activated can do.
Yes, it can boost your power by 2 times each time you boost. And also, what do you call it? You can have this form called the Balance Breaker that is OP, and then you can have the Juggernaut Drive.
Yeah, which Jack is hearing all of that and like, well, this seems fantastic.
Yes.
We will have so much fun together, partner.
Tuchino Drake's like, but first you have to train in order to get it.
And with Jack does agree and like, yeah, I'm aware of that. I really need to back in my previous shape.
Mm-hmm. That, by the way, this is before he goes to Ko Academy by like 3 or 4 years, so he has 4 years to train.
Yeah. So a small time skip would end up happening, which
With
Issei and Drake are training a fucking ton.
yes, and what do you call it? Issei or Jack, okay, can access the balance breaker, and he can access the Juggernaut drive for like 10 seconds.
Yeah, but 10 seconds can be done a lot.
Yes.
And Drake's appearance does slightly change. Reasons why is because, well, he's technically with merged, well, partially with a holy weapon, that being the Valand, that is, well, H-lock.
Yes.
So he gained slight white and yellow details on the gauntlet.
Mm-hmm.
It's
So
important to just paying some details because some people are too stupid to understand, let's be honest.
mm-hmm. So yeah, to which then it is the first day of Ko Academy. To which, Jack was walking in as the girls and like the girls and the guys were seeing this new person walk in. As they
Yep.
didn't pay much attention because yeah, they don't think he's that interesting.
Yeah, but it's easy to say that things are gonna change a lot there.
Yes. As he walked into Sonia's office, or like the student council's office. He's like, "Hello, is anybody here?" Tuchino Sonia's like, "Why, yes, and who are you?" Tuchino Jack is like, "Well, my name is Issei Hyodo, and I'm here to sign up for the school." Tuchino,
Which,
she's like, "Of course. Here's your uniform, and here's your class, and the class will begin in an hour."
okay, question. I don't remember completely by the series, but can Sonya feel magic power?
Yes, she can. She's
So what's her
she's
reaction?
she's like a pure blooded devil. So she feels like this magic power coming off Jack the Ripper, as she basically was, kind of scared of this power, but she was keeping a straight face. There's no, she in her mind, she's like, I have to tell Rias about this. So yeah, to which, she gave
Wait,
him the uniform, she gave him the schedule, she gave him everything. As then Issei went into the bathroom, as he went and changed,
yep.
as it was like the bell rang. It was the beginning of class. As the teacher was there and the students were there. As then they heard a knock on the door. As the teacher's like, "Oh yeah, students, today you will have a new student. Please may you come in." To which then Issei came in and he's like, Why, hello there, everybody. My name is Issei Hyodo. My likes are none of your business. My dislikes are none of your business." And
Are we making him a Kakashi?
my man, we don't. He doesn't want anybody identifying about him though.
True.
So yeah. To which the girls are kiaing because of his chilled attitude, or like laid back attitude. As as one of the girls asked, "Are you single?" To which he's like, "Why, yes, I am."
But, pardon my intrusion, but I'm not interested.
To which she pouted and she looked away. Okay. As he's like, "Any more questions?" To which all the girls raise their hand up. They want to ask him many questions, but the teacher's like, all right, just go sit next to Akunu Hajime."
Which he does so pretty much just taking a seat. And, well, I would say that Akeno feels weird power. It resembles her because demonic and holy energy, but not exactly.
Did you know she's like, you have to tell Butcher about this after class? But she's like, she basically expected him to, once he sat next to her, to, goggle and hi.
But no, he completely ignored her existence.
Mm-hmm. Did you know she was shocked that he wasn't perverted?
Yep. And well, a small time skip does happen to lunchtime.
Yes, as Jack the Ripper, okay, he wanted to look around the school and see where everything is, and see where's the best spot to sit at. As you know, he looked all around the schoolyard. As you know, he stumbled upon a place, like an abandoned building of some sorts. As you know, once he looked up, okay, he felt like there's a presence looking at him from the window of the abandoned building. As you know, he looked up and he saw a red-headed girl. Come on, it's Reese. As you know, she was looking at him. As he basically was like, who is she? Basically, in his mind, as she basically just went and brushed her hair with her hand. As she went back inside the building. As she went and asked Akano, who is that boy? Tuchino, or who's that boy, Akano? Tuchino Akano was like, oh, that is Issei Hiro from from my class, or class 2A. Tuchino, she's like, alrighty then, but do you feel that power inside of him? Tuchino Akano's like, yes, I do. It is kind of scary, and he might have a secret gear. Tuchino, Reese, while looking back at the window, she's like, what are you, Issei Hiro? as
Wait.
as then Jack the Ripper made it to the roof, as he started to sit down and started to eat his food that he created.
And then in his mind's like, tea time.
Mm-hmm. Like tea and biscuits and sandwiches. That's his food.
Yep. But then he does sniff the air and was like, I smell a cat. Is there someone there that has a cat?
To we see as Konoko basically just is she didn't want her like identity to be discovered as an Akomada, so she just had a random cat or like her familiar in her hand. As she basically walked up and she's like, yes, I do, this is my pet cat, Sanjo or Sanjiro or whatever his name is.
And then he's like, oh, it's nice to meet you. You can call me Issei.
Tuchino, she nodded and she's like, she saw the biscuits and she's like, can I have? Tuchino, he noticed like, why, of course. To which then, uh, she went and sat down. She went and sat down with Jack or Issei. As though they started to drink tea. She started to drink the tea and eat the biscuits, mostly the biscuits, honestly. As Jack was asking her some questions. You can take that over.
Which I would say like this. So, how long has you been taking care of this kitty?
She's like, I've taken care of her for 2 years now.
Which, remember, as you said, is a random cat. So Jack does raise its hand to pet the cat, which the cat would be scared, but then Jack just gives up a cookie to the cat, like, so, is it a male or a female?
She's like, it's a female.
Then why does it look like a male?
Did you know, Konoko is like, oh yeah, I forgot, I have two cats. Oh yeah, this is a male. Did you know he's
And
like,
then he's like,
interesting. Did you know he sensed her emotion or like saw her emotions and so she was lying? Did you know he just wanted to
yeah,
go along
but
with it?
which I would say he's like, so, how old is he?
Did you know she's like 3 years old?
I mean, it's kind of weird to see a 3-year-old cat being so lazy. It looks like he's, I mean, near death. I would say maybe 9 to 10 years.
Did you know Konoko is like, oh yeah, remember my second cat? Did you know he's like, oh yeah, I remember. Sorry about that.
And then I would say he does get up and like, well, it was nice to meet you, Kanako.
But
And
uh,
honestly,
but the
no, no,
break
no, I
is
would say
over. Or
Yeah,
lunchtime is
and
over.
well, it was quite nice to see, well, an echo, and he just walks out.
Did you know Konako went white out? She's like, how did he? I have to tell Bucho. Did you know she started to, go down the stairs as well. But like 5 minutes after Jack.
Okay. And well, the thing is, when Renair tries to ask him out,
Like,
he just
let
like,
me go over it. Let me go over it. So,
oh,
Jack at the end of school, he was just walking outside. As he was like at the bridge to going home. There was this girl with black hair and purple eyes. She was wearing a uniform that he never saw on the internet or never saw. To which, Jack, you want to help me with this? And Jack left. God damn it. So, she basically said, "No, you're Issei Hyodo, right?" Did you know? He's like, "Why, yes, I am. And who are you, miss?" Did you know? She's like, "Amano Yuma, and I've been interested in you for a while. And will you go out with me?" Basically, while bowing her down, he basically is like,
well, I do appreciate the invitation, but no thanks. He just walks out.
yes, as Amano is like, well, wait, what? Did you know she's like, Chotomate! While stopping, while going in front of him. To which, he's like, what is it this time? As
He
she's
just
like, are
looks
you
at her.
sure? Like, are you sure you don't want to go out? Did you know, while fake crying, did you know, he's like, I am. Now, will you excuse me? I have business to do at home.
And I need to take care of some crows. And he just walks away.
Mm-hmm. To which, he sensed some holy energy behind him being thrown at him. As he dodged to the right. As he saw a light spear being thrown at him. As he looked
And
back
is
at where
it
Yuma was and saw her, with a really, let's just say, pervy
revealing?
outfit.
Revealing.
Yes, really pervy, revealing outfit.
And then he just puts his fingers on his eyes and like, ah. So you're a fallen angel and a stripper.
Did you know she's like, no, I am not a stripper, but I'm a fallen angel. Yes.
And it's like, so what's up with the clothing?
Did you know she's like, this is my combat clothing. You got a
And it's
problem
like,
with it?
it looks like a stripper. Like he literally picks up his phone, types down stripper clothing, and he just shows it. It's exactly looking alike.
Mm-hmm. Did you know Rainer basically went to shoot another light spear at Jack? Did you know it made like a huge dust storm when she threw it at him? Then she expected to kill him, but then the umbrella, dum dum dum.
Yep. And he's like, my, what an unpleasant action. Good that I picked my umbrella, but I didn't expect a storm today. Just rain.
Did you know Rainer is like, how did you block it with your umbrella? That shouldn't be possible. It should have pierced it and killed you. Did you know Jack the Ripper or Jack is like anything is possible if you have
I
the
mean,
right materials.
which then he would be like, and Miss Renair, as you so called yourself, may I ask you a question?
Did you know Rainer is like, go on, ask you, say your final words before I kill you.
Do you not realize when you fall into a trap?
Did you know Rainer basically said, what? Did you know she saw that she was in midair? She's not even flying. Mama, she is just trapped in invisible wiring.
Yep. And then he just pulling the strings, and you can see bleeding coming out of her skin, the one that the wiring is touching.
Mm-hmm. As you know, he's as then we see somebody with a black fedora and black and just a fucking just a guy with detective clothing come in, okay, and cut all the wires while holding Rainer with one hand and a light spear in the other. He's like, so you failed to kill this human. Well, all right then, I will take care of this.
Which the thing is, all of a sudden the guy just stops talking, and Renner just see the guy's head falling out.
To which then Rainer used this opportunity to run away. But we have to let her survive for the cannon to actually work.
I know,
To
but
which, you
then
know,
when she
Jack is
sees,
like, when she sees, don't seek her fucking, like, the person that she's supposed to, or the person that was supposed to, be above her in rank and power, just get killed instantly, she immediately ran away.
yep, and then when she flies off, like, my, so much indecence. He looks at his, I think it's the left hand where Drake is, so he says, "Partner, do you mind burning the body?"
Did you know he's like, oh, sure, partner. To which, he's like, booster, dragon shutter. And if you're asking why he doesn't take that much boosts, he's stronger than Issei, so he can so there's only one boost. Like he can do he can count how many boosts because he senses more people are coming, so he wants to make it just to burn the body, not to make any damage around.
Yeah.
So yeah. To
So,
which,
well,
yeah, Jack
I,
basically just went away. As you
wait, wait,
know,
wait.
the Grim
Before
portal
he
opened.
did, let me finish here. Let me finish here.
How?
Before he kills the guy, he sees the clothing and like, it seems my size, and he just takes them because it kind of resembles his previous clothing. So he just
But
needs
he's
to
like,
fix
I
a little
have
bit
to
of.
remodel this to make it like my old one.
So at least, thank you, sir, for being so much help.
Mm-hmm. Dude, once he was walking away, he said that he has to, or not he that he said he sensed and like evil energies, but without evil intentions. Okay, just teleport in that area. To which he decided to pick up the speed a little bit, as he ran away fast, but not using all of his power. He just ran away. So yeah, to which
So, well,
Rias basically saw like dust and fucking ashes. To which she saw no blood. To which she saw the head of Don Seek. It's just the head, and the
yep.
body is just disintegrated. To which she's like, who could have done this? To which she remembered that Issei was being asked out by the fallen angel that she hired, Rainier. But, so yeah, in this AU, what do you call it? Rias hired Rainier to kill, Issei in order to, in order to kill Issei to make him join her Paraj and
Yep.
act like the hero. So yeah, so that happened, and she's like, "Where's Issei? He's supposed to die." Did you know? Akano basically tried sensing around the area. She's like, he's not dead. He left away. He left about 2 minutes ago, but without any
Yep.
scratches or bruises. He left the battle without. He left the battle without any injuries at all. Did you know? Reese was wide-eyed. She's like, you cease to amaze me, Issei Hyodo. As Issei was going back home. As once he went back home, he went and started remodeling the suit that Don Sik had into the fedora, or like the suit that he had before, like in his previous life. So yeah,
So
as
right now, as time skip would start happening, let's be honest,
yeah, a time skip of like we time skip till the
a
next
day.
day. Yeah, the next day. As we see what do you call it, EC in what do you call it, mathematics class. As he was interested because math has really evolved over the few years, over the 200 years or like the 2 centuries that he was dead.
Yep, like a lot.
Yes. As he actually was interested in this class. As then there was a knocking on the door, but what do you call it? Issei didn't care. As the teacher was like, come in. As the girls started crying and making a lot of noise. As it irritated Jack or Issei. As you looked outside of the window, or looked outside the window because he doesn't want to look who it is, because he got annoyed and he doesn't see the face of that person because he's gonna release the bloodlust and people are gonna get scared and scared shitless because of it. As then Kiba, yes, you guessed it's Kiba. Okay, was like, Ohio Sensei, can I please borrow Issei Hiro for a second? To which then the teacher's like, of course, if Issei agrees to it. To which then to which then the teacher looked at Issei. She's like, Issei, would you go with Kiba to meet his bucho or like to the occult research club with him? To which Issei is like, like pinching the bridge of his nose is like fine. To which then he got up as he started to follow Kiba. As they were in the halls, they were walking. As Kiba's like, hello, my name, hey, or like, sup, my name is Kiba Yuto. Nice to meet you. To which,
Mm,
Issei was like, likewise, my name is Issei Hyodo. You already know me. To which, Kiba's like, of course. To which, once they were walking down the halls, the girls were, crying and they were fucking fantasizing of Issei and Kiba being together as a gay couple. To which then, because,
And
Weird
just
as
a
fuck.
reminder,
oh, hey,
just a
Jack.
reminder here. We are not being anti-gay here, guys. It's just you need to remember, Jack is from 19th century. 1833, and during that time, gay couples weren't seen with good eyes. So if we do any bad reactions that Issei has against or that he doesn't like this, it's not because we're against it, it's we're making this more realistic. Because Jack is from 1833.
Yes. As he looked at them and he's like, hell no.
I'm strict.
Yes. As he started following Kiba again. As they approached the same building that he thought it was abandoned. As he's like, isn't this building abandoned? To which, Kiba's like, it's not. It may look like it outside, but in the inside, it's way more furnished and way, looking way better than the outside. Trust me. To which, Jack is like, I'll hold you up on that. To which, they basically went inside the building. As, Jack was actually, right, or Kiba was right. It looks way better from the inside than the outside. To
He
which,
actually, in his mind, he's thinking that he actually remembers of his previous house in London.
mm-hmm, because of how clean it is. To which then, once they went in, okay, there was this huge door. As once they entered in, okay, there was like two other people. Konako just sitting on the chair on the couch, and Akono just standing while serving tea. As Jack was a little bit excited for tea because British. He's British. I'm sorry
Yep.
for British people out there. It's just yeah. Anyways, so
Time.
so Jack the Ripper, okay, he just went and sat down as started drinking tea. As Akuno was like, "Hello there, cutie. Like, my name is Akuno Hajime." While licking her finger, as Jack the Ripper just fucking sweat dropped. It is like, what is wrong with her? That like that. Basically, as he saw Konoko as is like, oh hey Konoko. Tuchino, she's like, oh sup. Then he heard the sounds of a shower going on. As he's like, who's taking a shower here? Tuchino, Akuno's like, oh that's Rias. She will be out in a minute.
And
Tuchino,
then
yeah.
he would be like, oh, okay. Well, this tea is nice. Just drinking the tea.
Mm-hmm. As then Rias came up butt naked. As she's like, why hello there, Issei Hiro. I've seen you've came.
And
Jack the Ripper didn't even glance at her once.
yeah, but then
Also, she's not butt naked. She has a towel.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
know.
but when he looks up, he'll just says like, "If you don't mind, if you're asking for a meeting, would you please put some decent clothing?"
Dude, Reese is like, oh, I'm sorry, I'll be right back. Did you know she went and she put on some clothes, like the uniform. As you know, she came back and she's like, all right, let's talk about some stuff. Dude, Issei is like, all right, you then. To which, first question Reese asks is, Issei, do you believe in the supernatural?
Which I would say Issei would be like, everyone has their own religious beliefs, so I don't really judge who has or who doesn't.
Did you know, and then Reese is like, no, I mean like in devils and supernat and angels and fallen angels.
Which he does nod his head.
Dude, she's like, alright, let me explain to you about the war and stuff. By the way, Drake already explained everything to Issei during those 4 years.
So he is hearing her conversation, but he's more like in his mind, just not really paying attention at all.
Mm-hmm. As you know, he's talking to H-Lock and Drake, so yeah. So then, after she fucking finally finished explaining about the fucking war and the fucking factions and shit like that, okay, she's like, you got all of that? Tushino, Iris is like, of course I did. Tushino in his mind, he's like, no, I don't. I already know all of that. Tuch then
Yeah,
Reese is like, alright. So, just telling you, we are all devils. As you know, everybody showed their wings. As you know,
and then he has an unfazed face, like, okay.
did you know she was expecting like a shocked face or like a shocked reaction? But yeah. Did you know
Okay,
she
so
basically says, Isahiro, would you like to join my parage?
and then he's like, no, thanks for the tea. He just walks out.
Mm-hmm. As you know, Reese is like, alright then, just lay down on your back and wait, what? Did you know she sees that Issei is not even in the room anymore? As you know, Kiba just, what do you call it, went outside the door or like checked outside the door as he's nowhere there. As you know, he went and checked outside the window as he saw that he was just now left the building. As you know, he's like, Bucho, he just left the building. Did you know? They checked outside the building, as you know. As you know, Rias basically just went and teleported down there, as like in front of him, and she's like, "Chotomate!" Did you know? Issa's like, "What do you want?" Did you know? Rias is like, "Let's make a deal," or like, let's make a deal. Which then Issa's like, "Go on, I'm here."
Wait, hold up. I have a better one. It's like, I don't make deals with the devil. Bye bye.
All right, Tuchino.
No, I would say that he just like, wait, is that someone of your family? This that one person with red hair over there, just pretending there's someone there.
Did you know? She's like, "What? Oni-san is here." Did you know? She looked at the other side, as he just started running at his full speed.
No, wait. When she looks back, he's not there. Pretty much disappeared.
Mm-hmm. As you know, she's like, "I'll get you someday, Isahiro." As then now we see as it was the next day. If the class is finished and it's now lunchtime. As you know, Issei's on the roof as usual. As you know, he was drinking the tea and biscuits. As then, he saw like a Grimmery symboled magic circle appear. As Rias, Akuno, Konoko, and Kiba, they are there. As whatchamacallit.
Wait, on in his house,
No, on the roof. On the roof.
on the
In
roof of his house.
Which
No, on the roof,
no,
like
the
in
school
lunchtime in
roof,
school roof. That's where
rooftop.
he eats.
Bruh.
So yeah, to which she's like, Issei, can you just listen? To which he's like, fine. Are you gonna stop if I don't? To which she's like, nope. To which he fucking sighs while pinching the bridge of his nose. He's like, fine, I'm listening. Go on. To which she's like, if me and my Paraj win against you, you have to join us. Or you
It
have
is
to
like
join my
again.
Paraj.
But it was just like,
But
why? It's just like, would he just like want to kill him? When he,
no, I would say he would just bluntly say like this. Why would they accept? I can just deny and walk out.
Did you know Reese
literally,
is
he can
like,
literally just deny and walk out. Literally,
yeah.
never come back.
Did you know Reese is like, but please? Did you know he fucking
Nah,
he's fucking dealing with
nah,
a child now.
nah,
I
nah.
mean,
It's still not.
uh,
No.
H-Log
Jack has
is a few
no. You don't
million
know Jack
years
the
old,
Ripper has like
actually.
everyone. He doesn't care who he kills. Remember
No,
that.
no, we
Um,
changed this thing because of him fighting Hercules in the Record of Ragnarok. He's not interested in fighting people like humans and shit like that, or like killing people, humans and high. He's more interested in killing the supernatural.
um, one more point I want to point out here. H-Log is a few thousand years old, so technically he is, well, the young one.
Yes. So yeah, to which he's like, well then, how about this? If I win, yeah, I will just be a part of your allies. But if you win, I will join you. Deal?
Wait,
Did
hold up. Wait, hold up. Why would he want to be allies with them?
You
Why?
No, he sees
will understand later.
You'll understand later, Jack. You'll understand later.
Uh,
Remember, Jack the Ripper is a strategist. He's like a few steps
Jack, it's
above
not
them.
the original real life Jack the Ripper. It's the Record of Ragnarok, the really good strategist one.
yeah.
It's a different
God
Jack the
damn it.
Ripper.
I'm sad about that.
Don't worry. So yeah, to which
This
then,
guy has not been paying attention.
I don't blame him. So yeah, to which then to which then Rias agreed, as they shook hands on it. To which Rias is like, all right, Kiba, you're first, go. To which Kiba dropped his sword and he's like, let's have a fair fight.
Which I would say he's like, well, I cannot call it fair if I'm already gonna win, but sure. And he would start picking from his pocket. If everyone remembers, his main weapon was knives and it's attached by a string. I sent
Yes.
an image on the group if you want to show, if you're able to show
Yeah,
them.
yeah, I'm gonna show them right now. Yeah, hold on, let me just show them really quick. All right, now, you know what? Fuck yeah, I can't show it.
Okay. So he just picked those
Just
knives
imagine
over there.
knives. Okay, at the end of them there's a hole, and there's a fucking string on it.
What is Kiba's reaction seeing those?
Kiba's like kind of shocked at knives being fucking held by a string, all of them. As or it's more like kunais actually.
In a way, they are, but they are more classified as knives.
Yeah, they're more like knife kunais. So yeah, to which Jack the Ripper's like, well then, let's dance. To which, yeah, you can take the fighting.
Me or?
You can.
Oh, okay. So Jack is actually extremely fast. Kiba may be fast, but Jack has like over 200 years of experience. So, well, he is easily dodging all of Kiba's attacks, and without them knowing, he's actually laying traps for the eventual fights while he's dodging. Which, when Kiba tries to do a blow on Jack with the uppercut with the sword, everyone can see the sword is stuck midair.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, what's their reaction?
They're like kind of shocked because the sword is stuck midair. But then once the dust cleared, okay, it's just seen that there's string holding it back.
Yep, which are the strings that were actually holding the knives. And Jack is like, quite a sharp sword you have. Too bad it's not strong enough. And he just wraps around the wires and just makes it Kiba release it, and he just pummels Kiba to the ground, knocking him out.
Mm-hmm. As you know, Rias, gritted her teeth as, she's like, alright then, Konako, you're up. Dude, you know,
Which when
Konako went in as, you know, she has her gloves on and she's like, treat me well, senpai. Dude, you know, he's like, well, I can't make any promises.
because I don't really wish to harm you, so he just casually picks something from his pocket and he just says like this, "Come at me, kitty."
Did you know she got a little angry as she went and charged Adam with, you know, her fist ready to punch him. As you know, when she punched him, okay, there was like a tiny bit of wind gust and there was dust, okay. As you know, once the dust cleared, it's shown that he was blocking her punch with a fucking umbrella.
Which, if no one ever read Records of Ragnarok, you won't understand it, so go fucking read it.
Yes. So yeah, as you know, he's like a gentleman always has an umbrella in case of rain or hail. So bye bye, Konako. To which, you know, he just goes behind her and fucking neck chops her. As you know, he puts her down on
Yep.
the floor gently. To which then, you know, Rias was visibly a little bit angry. As you know, she's like, alright then, Akano, you're up. As you know, she's
And
like,
then
ara ara, come on, come at me, big boy. Treat me like a fucking whore.
he just looks at her like, not interested. He just
Would
pulls
she
a string.
actually say that?
My man, it's Konako, it's Akano. What would you think from a sadist, masochist?
She won't say that.
My man, did you see what she said against fucking Visor?
What's he saying?
Visor, you know, the stray devil in the high. It wants, yes, yes, I've proven my point, Jack. So yeah, to which, you know, she sent lightning at him as he blocked it again with the umbrella. As then, you know, he got from his pouch, you know, some knives. As you know, he went and threw them at her. As you know, she went to, you know, use her lightning against the knives. As the knives, okay, didn't disintegrate as she thought, because she thought they were just normal knives. But you know, it went through the lightning. As you know, it went and stabbed her in both of the shoulders. As you know, she basically fell down, like to the ground. As then, you know, he just went behind her and neck chopped her as well. He's like, yeah, this is too easy. As you know, Rias is like, well then, I guess I'm against you. You say,
Which, when Rhea realizes it, he just pulls one thing on the air and is all tied up.
mm-hmm.
Which, what's Rhea's reaction?
She's shocked. She's like, I, I yield.
And then he's like, he just, well, releases her and says like this, well, see you tomorrow. Just, he casually walks out.
So yeah, and you know, let's just say H Lock was watching the fight, and you know, she was like disappointed by them, as you know, she also saw that Jack's skills have gotten a little more precise and better than usual because of, you know, training with Drake, to, you know, be able to make the dragon shot accurate and also be able to handle the bounce breaker and the juggernaut drive.
Yeah, but like,
So
he doesn't feel a reason to even show Drake's power if they're not even able to survive.
yes. So yeah, that's where we're gonna end the stream. Thank you guys for watching. This has been part 1 of What If Issei Was the Incarnation of Jack the Ripper. Next part we're gonna cover, you know, the familiar forest, and we're gonna cover, you know, Riser, and we're gonna cover, you know, the whole marriage thing. We're gonna end season 1, okay, of High School DxD next episode on part 2. Then we're gonna go part 3. Then yeah, thank you guys for watching. Remember, like, share, subscribe, do whatever the fuck you want, and remember, go to sleep.